Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Khalik. Success, success, and success. We all are the success seekers. Everyone else want to become a successful person. They want to earn and accumulate maximum amount of money. They want to expand their business. They everyone else want to reach a big powerful status. Everybody want to become a celebrity status. All of that fine. I'm not against any of these at all. But one thing, if at all a person is having some of these things but is not a classy person, is not a person who is so lovable, I think that success is not enough, not complete, it is incomplete. And to be able to complete all that, we need to become a classy person, we need to become a classy man, so that we could leave a lasting impression, so that we could leave a lasting impression. We need to become a classy man. And there are certain other people as well who have not earned a big amount of money, who could not become a successful, so-called successful person or a genuinely successful person, but still they are classy. They are classy, and they do leave the lasting impression. Dear friends and fellows, today we are going to talk about how to become a classy man, classy person. What are the attributes of those people? What are the good qualities of those people? What are the manners of those people? Today it's going to be the topic of our today's discussion. And like every discussion here on this channel, I have chosen a very useful opinion of an expert. Our expert says 10 habits of classy men. 10 habits of classy men that leave the lasting impression. 10 habits of the classy men that leave the lasting impression. What are those 10 habits which can leave the lasting impression? First of all, our expert says active listening. What is this active listening? Why is it that much important, by the way? I think it is really important. Active listening is very important. What is this, by the way? Be a good attentive listener. Be an attentive listener. Be a good listener. Be a listener people want to talk to you. Be a listener, the people love to have you in your audience, the people love to talk to you. Be such a good nice listener. And what are the details of it? We can ask certain questions, beautiful good questions, and we can also keep giving the facial expressions, while we are listening. So the first habit of the classy men is active listening. And the second is punctuality is personal. Punctuality is personal. I think being punctual is very important. Being punctual is very important. What is with this punctuality? What time have you given to someone else for the sake of meeting, for the sake of you can say delivering your contract, your contracted object? If at all you are a worker and you are working somewhere else, it is very important to deliver your work of the good quality at the right time, the time which was agreed between the two of you. So be punctual. Wherever you have to meet somebody, reach on time. Don't be late. Rather try to be there 5 minutes early, and don't overstay as well. Don't do not overstay as well. Be punctual. Punctuality is the personal. Now, the number three is owning up to mistakes. Owning up to mistake. Nobody on earth is perfect. Nobody is perfect at all. So there are people who, despite the fact that they make the mistake, but they don't own it. They keep denying it. They keep denying it, and although it's known, it's clear that the mistake was done by them. So on the other hand, there are people who do own their mistake, and they accept the responsibility of their mistake. In this case, I think there are ample chances, enough amount of chances, that the person who does accept it will be able to reform themselves, and those who don't accept it, they will not be able to reform and to improve themselves at all. And also, once somebody has accepted their mistake, I think those the people who were angry earlier, they will become slightly cool, and later on they will think that at least this person is having the courage to accept the responsibility of their mistake. Now the number 4 is embracing silence. It is better to be silent for a good amount of time and not to speak excessively, and speaking only, once you have something important to say, something useful or beneficial to communicate. Otherwise, silence is really better than talking uselessly. Embracing silence. Number 5, less flash, more substance. Less flash, more substance. What is this, by the way? So instead of showing off that I'm somebody very important, somebody very great, it is far better to be humble, but at the same time try to be very good, try to be excellent, try to perform well, try to deliver good, try to do the solid thing, and but without any sort of show off. Less flash, more substance. And number 6 is respect for all, regardless the status. Respect for all, regardless the status. That is really, really important. Respect for all, regardless of the status. Whether somebody is rich or poor, powerless or powerful, I think everybody should be treated well. Everybody should be respected. Number 7, rejecting the always right mentality. Some of the people, they think whatever I say is the right one. They say it with absoluteness. I think that's not a right sort of mentality at all. Your every opinion cannot be a perfect one. So why are you insisting upon that? Why are you unnecessarily arguing upon it? It's far better not to it's far better to reject the always right mentality of the other people and more primarily about oneself. And number 8 is valuing experiences over possession. Valuing experiences over possession. Some of the people, they are seen buying the luxuries and accumulating wealth. It is far better if at all we people are, like we should travel and we should learn, we should travel, and this thing is really important. And now the number 9 is the art of handwritten notes. What is this? I mean, in the older time, not so long ago, people used to write. People used to write the handwritten note, beautifully written note that have still a value. Although it has gone, it is not being practiced anymore. But if at all somebody can do it, it is really, really important. And now the 10th and the last is walking away from toxicity. We should not be a toxic person at all, and we should reject the toxicity as well. How can we reject it? By separating ourselves from the toxic, from the people who remain usually toxic, and totally and absolutely not nurturing it in we ourselves. So that was something very, very beneficial and useful. 10 habits of the classy man that leave the lasting impression. Thank you.